Hello, Matt. I'm speaking with Matt Labarge of HappyFeet.com. Happy Feet has 10 brick and mortar stores and a huge online presence, and they sell only footwear that's healthy and ultra comfortable. And today we're going to be discussing Kenko massage sandals. Hi, Matt. How you doing?
Good. I'm doing well, Jeff. Thanks for the great introduction. Appreciate it. How are you?
Oh, hanging in there. Hanging in. Hey, listen, I've seen Kenkos around. Those are the sandals with the little nubs on the footbed.
That's right. Yep.
Well, tell me about them. What do those nubs do for you?
All right. What's up with Kenko? Okay. So they do quite a few things actually. And if you give me just a second, I'm going to see if I've normally got some stuff laying around my office here. I know I've got a box for Kenkos back here. I should have one that I might be able to get a little closer to the camera. So hold on just a second.
They do come in pairs though, right?
Oh yeah, they do. Yeah. So no, we sell them one at a time. So this is the left one. You'll have to buy the right one separately. No, they absolutely come in pairs, certainly.
Nubs, I see them.
Yeah, so if I hold this up, I'll get them a little closer to the camera so you can see the nubs. But they come in a lot of different styles, and I'll give you a little bit of background on them first. So there've been a lot of knockoffs on these over the years, and we like to really emphasize with our customers that these are the original massage sandals. These were actually developed by a gentleman in Japan in the mid-1960s, so they've been around for a while. They've got a nice 50-year run going for them, and they're really they work well for a variety of things. They're what we started our company on because they work so well to help with a variety of health issues. Our owners, Jane and Jacob, who sit right behind me here, they're still very much a part of this company after 30 years. Started a little kiosk in Tyrone Square Mall in 1985, and this right here is what they were selling, or sort of an early derivation of this, I should say. So after the background, really, I mean, I think the key things on here would be the existence of the nodules, as you mentioned, and the fact that these have not only nodules, but I'm going to turn this kind of like this so you can see how beautifully contoured this is through the medial arch. That's, you know, the big arch that runs down the inside of your foot. And I don't know how easy this is going to be able to see on here, but because this is a flip-flop, but there's a nice little bump kind of right in here as well.
I see it. Yes.
That is your metatarsal arch support. So so though, you know, folks out there that might have seen the Birkenstock hangout that we did, I talked a lot about medial arch support, metatarsal arch support, how important those things are. We basically like to say that these have all of the support that you would need for really truly proper neutral alignment of the feet. So a support level almost like you would get from a Birkenstock or from a really, really high-end support and comfort shoe. But it's the nodules that really set them apart. So what do all these little fingers do? Well, very simply, they're made out of a really kind of a nice, soft, soothing, natural latex rubber, and they are designed to just rub up against the bottoms of your feet as you are walking. And that does quite a few things. First and foremost, it increases circulation in the feet. So any maladies or diseases that folks have that are that affect the circulation in their extremities, or for people that frankly just get cold feet, just have circulation problems in their feet, these can be unbelievable. We've seen these work really well for things like arthritis, pain relief. People with neuropathy, we have to be a little bit careful with neuropathy because depending on how people react to things that they're stepping on, sometimes these can feel good, sometimes they can feel, you know, not as good, so they take a little bit of getting used to for people with neuropathy. But all kinds of conditions, just general increase though of circulation in the bottom of the feet. And then really common foot problems too, things like plantar fasciitis, just the overstressing of the tissue along the bottom of the foot. These really do wonders for that because a lot of that comes from a lack of blood flow in that sheet of tissue that runs down the bottom of the foot. And plantar fasciitis is just an epidemic these days. It's something that, because everybody wears these flat little sandals, flat little flip-flops, and wears barefoot style sneakers or barefoot style shoes that have become really popular over the last 6 or 7 years that have no arch support in them at all. That sheet of tissue down the bottom of the foot tends to get really overstressed, tends to lose blood flow, and it starts to crack and tear away from the bone, which is really ultimately where the pain from plantar fasciitis comes from. Things like Morton's neuromas, all kinds of them. I won't bore you going on and on here with foot conditions, but they're just good for a variety of things. So what these are really about is support, massaging of the feet, increasing blood flow in the feet. They also help reduce swelling in the feet and lower legs. And frankly, at the end of the day, when your feet are just tired and sore, and who doesn't have tired and sore feet at the end of the day, these are just awesome to slip into. They just get all of the little nerve endings in the bottom of the feet stimulated, and they really just make everything feel great. So yeah, in a nutshell, they're kind of hard to put in a nutshell, to be honest with you, because they're good at so many things, as you can probably tell. I could go on and on about these forever, but yeah. So did that answer your question?
Yes, very much so.
Okay.
But it does lead me to another question.
Okay, sure.
They kind of look uncomfortable.
Okay, yes. The $64,000 question with these, and something that we hear a lot of. So we really believe and we really know that there is value to Kenko for everyone out there. I've sold hundreds of pairs of these just in the last couple of years with Happy Feet Plus myself. Our owners have sold tens of thousands of pairs of these over the last 30 years. So there's definitely value for everyone. I will say, though, that yes, this is something that can take a little bit of getting used to. These are very, very soft nodules. So some people that, I don't know if you're familiar with them, Jeff, some people out there might be familiar with Birkenstock has made something like this over the years. Theirs tended to be, they call them Nappy Birkies, and theirs tended to be a little firmer under the foot. They were great. They were a great sandal and a great product. Generally what we hear is for some people, they can just feel a little bit firm. A lot of other companies have knocked these off over the years. And what we find is a lot of companies really tend to use very stiff materials here on the actual nodules. These are softer rubber materials, so they're really designed just to flex and work against the bottom of the foot. It will vary on these. Generally, some people step into them and say, all right, well, I don't know how great this feels right now, but I understand what these might do for me. And I'm going to try them for 5 or 10 minutes at a time and just try to build it up from there, wear them a few times a day. That's absolutely fine. Other people may step right into these and say, okay, well, these feel amazing right away, and I'm going to wear them as much as I can. That's fine too. You really only have to wear them about 20 minutes to half an hour at a time, twice a day, for them to really do what they are supposed to do for you in terms of stimulating the nerves in the feet, helping with blood flow, and so on. So yeah, I completely understand when you say they look uncomfortable. I had the same kind of general reaction when I was first introduced to them a couple of years ago, but when I first slipped my feet into them, and I have to tell you too, I have extremely sensitive feet. My wife kind of picks on me because she thinks I'm a little bit of a wimp. We go to the beach, and I'm one of those, I'm not a small guy. I'm 6'6", I weigh, well over 200 pounds. I'm a big guy, but I'm dancing around like a ballerina sometimes on the beach when we're stepping on shells and stones and things, because my feet are just really sensitive. I didn't have any issues getting used to these when I first tried them a couple of years ago. And I'm generally, I'm able to, I'll take my dog for a walk in these sometimes. I wear them, to the grocery store. I wear them around the house a lot. So, yeah, for sort of a foot wimp, so to speak, I guess, like me, they were pretty darn easy to get used to, and they feel great. And mine took a really bad situation that I had with plantar fasciitis about 2.5 years ago up until about 1.5 years ago, and it's gone. And I attribute that a lot to wearing these a couple times a day, and also coupling these with really other types of good healthy footwear. Like I wear Brooks sneakers, and I've got Birkenstocks on my feet right now as I sit here talking to you. So yeah, those three things taken together, and plantar fasciitis, no more.
So how long would I need to wear them in order to get the therapeutic benefits, in order to make my feet feel better? How long
Yeah.
do I need to wear them?
Yeah, well, that's it's a good question, and I know when I was just talking about them, I kind of said, okay, for some people it's this, for some people it's that. The main, I guess, the primary thing that I would say about these is it varies from person to person. When you put these on your feet, you'll have a certain natural reaction to them, and generally, and I shouldn't say reaction because that usually implies something that's bad. It's not that at all, but most people have a very a good reaction to these. And what I have always told people, and what we like to tell people, particularly in our stores, is that you wear them until your feet tell you that it's time to take them off. And again, you may only start out wearing them 10 or 15 minutes at a time, trying them a couple times a day. That's absolutely fine. You'll feel benefits even in that short amount of time. We have people that might go 2 or 3 hours, and then their feet kind of start to ache a little bit, and they say, okay, well, that's enough. But as I said in my previous answer, really the optimal amount of time that everybody wants to shoot for, or at least to attain with these, is about 20 minutes to half an hour, a couple times a day. So it's super easy. I mean, it's something, you slip them on in the morning when you're kind of getting ready for your day, making coffee and whatnot, and 20 minutes goes by, and bang, that's it. And then you slip them on. I like to slip mine on right when I first step in the door at night. And typically, I started out at the beginning saying, okay, I got to have these on for half an hour. And I didn't even notice, and 2 or 3 hours would go by and they would still be on my feet and they'd feel great. So, yeah. So,
very good.
Yeah.
Well, Matt, this has been fascinating. I really need to try on a pair of these. Excellent.
Yeah,
well, listen,
thank you very much, Jeff. Yeah, you're welcome.
Interview, and let's talk again soon.
Okay, that sounds.
Let's talk about where people can get them online.
Yeah, I was just going to say, if we could put a little plug in for the website here. So we have 10 brick and mortar stores that are local to Western Florida, primarily in the Tampa St. Pete area, and we go as far south as Fort Myers, and we have stores just full of Kenko experts, really, who can really answer all the questions on Kenkos. We're pretty much Kenko experts here as well in our e-commerce department, our customer service department. So our website is happyfeet.com, all one word, happyfeet.com. And I'll let our viewers know our customer service line as well, because there's just a few of us here that answer the phones. We're very, very friendly, we think, and we don't bite over the phone, certainly. No, we don't.
I'm disappointed about that, but
yeah. So no, but it's when you get on the phone with us, we really want to just we want to listen to you, and we want to help to solve your foot and lower leg problems. So it's not a high pressure environment. We don't get on. It's certainly not scripted in any way, and we have very highly trained people here that are just hopefully going to ask you the right questions about how we can solve some of those issues that you're having, or if you're not having any issues, you just want something fun and comfortable, we can take care of that too. Our customer service number is 1-800-336-6657, and we are here Monday through Friday, 9 to 5 Eastern time. So yeah, and we just really genuinely love hearing from people, whether they are ready to buy from us or not. And if they are even a million miles away from buying and they've never even heard of the products we've carried before, we still really love to talk to people about feet. That's just how we are.
Very good. Again, Matt, thank you very much for this interview.
Yeah, you're welcome, Jeff.
Again, very soon.
Okay, thanks a lot, Jeff. Yep, take care.
Take care.